I, KEHINDE Enagame.
I, KEHINDE Enagame.
Do swear that.
Do swear that.
I'll speak the truth.
I will speak the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome to the TRRC.
Good afternoon, sir.
You are called here today to testify about the case of the West African migrants.
Exactly, sir.
You've just taken an oath to speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So may I inform you that it's a criminal offense in the laws of this country to lie under oath or to provide false information to this commission. Do you understand that?
I do, sir.
May we excuse our Ghanaian interpreters, or do they want to continue to help the Ghanaians who are in Ghana listening in the Twi language? Okay. All right, you may be excused. Thank you very much. Perhaps on this occasion, Mr. Chair, we can just do it straight English language. But do you want interpretation in one of our local languages? Would you
in situations like do we interpret in any local language?
Yes,
all the time.
Okay.
Well,
so let us have
continue.
interpretation in the Mandinka language. Yes, I think we have Mandinka interpreters available. Can we have interpretation in the Mandinka language, please? Mr. Witness, it may be confusing to you, but don't listen to what they say. It may sound gibberish, so don't listen to them. But just be attentive enough to know when to respond. So you respond after the interpretation.
Okay, sir. That's noted, sir.
Thank you very much. The interpretation booth, are you ready? Good. Mr. Witness, welcome to the TRRC.
Consul Kay Sedo Bismillah TRRC.
Thank you, sir.
We are grateful to you for traveling all the way from Nigeria to participate in this process.
It's my pleasure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much once again. Kindly tell us your full names, please.
My name is KEHINDE Enagame.
Okay. And KEHINDE is spelled
KEHINDE.
KEHINDE. Yes. Actually, we have KEHINDE in Gambia, but I think the KEHINDE we have is a female name. Yes, but it sounds almost the same. We have a lot of Yoruba names in Gambia.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So Enagame is ENAGAMEH.
Correct, sir.
And what is your nationality?
I'm a Nigerian.
Akamu Nigerian quality.
Which part of Nigeria are you from?
I'm from Edo State.
Akabota Edo State.
South Nigeria.
Nigeria Sunkudu Karola.
South Nigeria. South of South Nigeria.
Exactly, sir.
That's quite an interesting way to describe it. It's like the bottom of the bottom. Huh? Okay, Kahinde. So, what's your year of birth or date of birth?
Kansul kay wulu sanjumalla
3rd April 1978.
April karotli saba 1978 awuluta wulunni.
And what is your place of birth?
wulu sanjumal imintole
Lagos, Nigeria.
Ako Lagos, Nigeria la capital oto.
And you currently reside in Lagos.
ndum sainteng ide
Correct, sir.
Lagos le
Ako ha to nyala.
And what do you do for a living?
ikamune ke ikabalu mende ida balu
I'm a sales practitioner.
Akate mu julole taka julale tamande.
In which specialization of products?
ikajula yake fanna jumal
Packaging, products.
Okay.
Aminta ka fengolu dada ke kera ngulu kono.
Do you recall the events of July 2005?
kansul kay han kabi fo isa kilo sibulano July karo kono 2005 sam kono ba
Well, you know,
Let me make it a whole lot easier.
nga soni andi
You have siblings, don't you?
I do, sir.
yeddo ko so
Ako ha.
How many
Mujel.
brothers and how many sisters?
boko jelu koto jelu bare musolu la karola
6 brothers and 2 sisters.
Akaya bari musofula soto anin kewula karola mo woro ani wolle bedending.
Amongst your siblings, did you have any of them who had traveled to the westernmost part of West Africa?
ila yin doko wardo doko musol ando koto musol kono foy mosoro jele mi alon ko tamata nang Africa tundol la bangu darjari ngol kono ba
Yes, sir.
To nyala
And who is that person, or who was that person?
wala mo jumati o mariti
Paul Omozemuje Enagame.
ka fole Paul Omozome Enagame.
Let's take the name correctly.
atoni nga soto banga itilimba
Paul is easy, P-A-U-L.
Paul was on
Enagema, we have that, E-N-A-G-E-M-A. Right? And what was Paul's, on Enagame rather, M-E-H, G-A-M-E-H, what was his middle name?
Omozemuje.
muna mala
How do you
Utiamalang
spell
Kode.
that? O-M-O?
O-M-O-Z.
Z-E-M-O-J-E.
Yes, sir.
Omozemoje. Okay, good. Paul Omozemoje Enagema. Paul, was he an elder brother or a junior brother of yours?
nim Paul kotole mu bang foy dokola
Junior, sir.
Junior brother.
Akado malem.
Was he a twin?
fulan ni wala ba
Yes, sir.
Ako ha fula ndingolom.
And where is his twin partner?
fulan di moñole
He's in Lagos.
Ben Lagos.
So where did Paul travel to?
Paul tamata kata min dole
Paul traveled to Senegal.
Paul kilota Senegal.
Do you recall when he went to Senegal?
foy hakilo sa motano wadi jumala tamata kana Senegal bangoga
I do, sir.
Hakilo bakal ne.
Tell us.
fo nyamba
That was sometime around 2003.
Wo mu 2003 sango ma fangolal.
What did he go to do in Senegal?
atata munay ke Senegal bangoga
He had traveled to Senegal en route to Europe.
Nata Senegal ni la kam place tenten aita Europe.
And do you know what kind of route he was going to take to go to Europe?
yala na bang alaf harmoni kasila jumala ta pour kata bawu bangol kamba
Yes, I had a fair idea of the kind of route. I know he was going to go through West Africa via Senegal to Europe.
Akaya lonko asubita lafta silo mentala no wala mkanyin silo ta kana Senegal mo findula nyintiliji banku karola katenta wala prasi du Europe.
As far as you know, was he to take the normal route or was he to take a clandestine route?
Itala londo do fo alaw tama silo nying fo anyana tala sila tilindi wala tala bang fo alafta anyana tala sila ko masilo tala bang.
Sorry, sir, can you help me with clandestine? I understand what it means, but could you just let me understand?
I did not wish to use the word illegal. That's why I said clandestine. But was he going to take the back way? The front way being the regular, normal route where you come with a visa and things like that. And the back way would be where you just show up uninvited, unauthorized.
It was via the back way, sir.
Via the back way. That's good. And he was in Dakar until 2005, wasn't he not?
You're correct, sir.
Dakar, Senegal, Bango for 2005, Sangokono.
So you have to allow for the interpreters, even though you don't need it, you know.
That's correct, sir.
Throughout this period, were you in contact with him?
I was, sir.
How were you in contact with him?
It was majorly via Yahoo Messenger, because then that was the main chats where you could chat with somebody via social media, Yahoo Messenger. Then at a point I could talk to him on phone, then
Yahoo Messenger
via emails.
Ko bare wati na ta soto kadiya mu nyoy telefono to andum wo fanan kola e ka nyomo fanan email karola.
So would it be correct to say that all through 2003 and until mid 2005 you were in sort of regular contact with him?
Amunta fabe tilina le kafoko kabo 2003 sankono kanana fu 2005 sankono osangol be e nyomoyo be na tema mialango asabatitale.
Yes, sir.
And what kind of interactions would you have?
Ina kan nyomoy si fanyadilla.
Basically, our interactions was centered around how he was coping, how he was faring, what he's doing now, and what are his plans to move on with his trip, rather.
Well, nala nyomoyo kake jamaleti abedameng anabeje nyameng aningala kulu betaka nyameng aning ferolu melu babulu puru alhamoni tamu memu abe wo keka nyadile puru alatama silo.
In his plans to make it to Europe, you would often provide him with guidance and assistance?
Alawo ferol kono ay mel nandi ni puru katama silo katama katatu babudu bangol ka wati ni wati ina ka nyomwele kala fa hamola kala fa mirola fo buka keba.
Yes, especially monetary financial assistance.
Wakakele sako de wati ni wati kodo la karola makoiro puru kodo nyenta men kelaye.
Do you have anything to show that you are sending him money?
Fembe bulle bang ibe me itandila kai tandiko wati ni wati ka kodo kiya ne bang.
Yes, sir.
Would you avail them to the commission to take a look?
Foi bela fela ba tandino la commission wala bang pour commission e nyaaya lo kamba.
I can, sir. Yes, sir.
Please provide them.
Ma ko yato.
This is Western Union money transfer to Senegal for Paul.
Mukodi ki bunda de me alonko ya ki kodi ki bunda me wala Western Union kabo kata Paul ya Senegal.
Just trying to look. Yes, this is 4th March 2003.
March karoti nani 2003 sa kono la nyindoti.
And this was sent from EcoBank Benin.
And nyindo kita banki to ka me EcoBank me Benin.
There's another transaction to Dakar, Senegal.
Do fanan fele jang me alongo fana ya itandi o fanan kodi ki bundal de me alongo aketa kata Senegal Dakar
through the same agency.
And o fanan keta agent killing la to yala
on 11 February 2004.
February karotil tanding killing 2004 sang.
Yes, both to Paul.
You know be kodille de me alongo ya ki Paul.
So this would also go to show that Paul was indeed in Dakar at this time.
Mr.
Chair, you would see that the first name column for the transfer is not very legible, but you could make out Paul written on it. But during this period too, you were in email contact with him, correct?
Ni waro ni mfana kono iketa mold me yalon ko inim pol fanan kan nyomo ni jaman labam bonda ba bunda me ka fa email.
Yes, sir.
Hade.
Do you recall the date of the last email you received from him?
Way hakilo sa mutano labam me yalon ko ina nyomo ni jaman labam bunda me ka fa email.
I do, sir.
Ha.
Could you provide it to the commission?
Way so fanan kibaro fanan findini no commission e jabang nya jabang.
And this is an email from Paulina Enagame. And it's addressed to Kenagame. Who are these people?
Paul Enagame is my brother, and the Kenagame there is me, KEHINDE. That's the first abbreviation of my first name and my surname.
Good.
Well, Polino omu adoke oleti between Toflanja and Enagame omu at a family.
And this is dated 21 July on Thursday 2005.
You're correct, sir.
And this was at 3 a.m. Sorry, 3 p.m. Do you mind that I read out the content?
Please do, sir.
Ha, akewonya.
Dear Kenny,
Kenny,
how are you and everybody over there? I hope fine. I just want to let you know that whenever you are ready to send me, call to inform me first. But in case there is network problem, you can mail me. And you should please wait for my reply before you send anything. Anytime you are finding it to get through to me on phone, you can call these numbers. 00221
00221
5517621.
Okay.
551761. Walla.
Or you don't have to interpret that.
Okay.
Or 00221-6682-796. And they will tell you how you can get to me. I saw the text message you sent me. Bye for now. That's the email you received from him.
Yes, sir.
And in the email, he provided numbers on which you can reach him. Correct?
He did, sir. Yes, sir.
And did you respond to him?
I think I did, sir.
And do you recall what you said to him? Sorry, do you recall when you responded to him?
I think it was around on the 23rd. So, and the response was like, okay, I've heard you. Something like that.
Did you hear from him again?
No, I didn't.
Did you make an effort?
I did.
Kindly tell us what effort you made.
After a while, I didn't hear from him again. So I was worried.
You can raise it a little bit.
So I was worried. I heard from him for like 3 weeks. So I did a mail to him.
Just read out the date of the email and what you said in it.
Okay, the email is dated on the 17th of August 2005, and the subject is why the silence. And let me read out. I said, why have you been finding it difficult to get in touch with me lately? I hope all is well with you over there.
Interpretation. Why have you been having it difficult getting in touch with me lately?
I hope all is well with you over there. I've been finding it difficult to get to you on the phone, and you have not been replying my mails. We are all very worried about you. Try to at least reply my mails so that our minds will be at rest. Kenny, that's my
Kenny,
did you receive a response?
No, I didn't.
But he had given you guidance or directions or instructions as to what you should do if you could not reach him.
Yes, sir, he had.
What was that?
That I should call two numbers that he had indicated on his last email to me.
Telephone number yitandi ala email la menkinye number
Did you call those numbers?
I did, sir.
number
Did you speak to anybody on the line?
Yes, sir.
Do you recall the name of the person you spoke to?
Fo hakilo sa mutano la ba mari ni mari men diamu ba.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of the person?
Mari todum.
Please.
Please.
Do you recall the surname?
Kontongo hakilo sa ufana mutano la ba.
I later suspected, I wasn't too sure, it was via email. The email, because I later started an email back and forth with the person, so I saw a name, but I wasn't sure whether it was his surname, or it could be, or it could just be a name.
And what was that name?
I think, Imanao, so.
Can you spell that?
I think H-E-N-E.
Chris Imana. What's his nationality, as far as you know?
From the voice, from the accent, I suspect the Nigerian.
Amunta birin mate soto birin lombalu kumanda lombalu menu dinna nimendia muta kafone Chris Imana yo between council ya nyininka fodu yalo no mari no banku jumale dimoti akaso bitako fanamu Nigerian wolti.
You did not ask him for his nationality?
No, I didn't, because the name sounded Nigerian, precisely Edu. Imana is like an Edu name, and I'm from Edu State, so I didn't need had any cause to doubt. I just assumed it was a Nigerian.
Hani manyin ka to na konton ka to Chris aning konton Imana ulu bele ko mome yalon ka botaw ma fankilim la kontel bota ma fam menna nso beta ko botaw ma fam na wala na manna bula no ma pour ka nyininka.
Can you tell the commission the contents of the conversation you had with him?
Faisa fono commission o eni o mari ni ale men kacha mun ko alla kacha ni asujita ni mun kuma kan sifalla.
Yes, I can.
Go ahead, please.
So when I called him, he answered, so we spoke. I told him that I got this email from Paul, that in the email Paul instructed that if I cannot get across to him, I should call this number.
Paul naka nyomo email la baratele ni number dinna akoni ma fa soto non sini number lu kumandi.
So that was when he told me that I was Paul's friend, and he told me what he heard about Paul and some other West Africans in the Gambia.
Between natanyele fonyo ko Paul mu atereleti yo itelebe nyo kanje no bar bitu tumo be ko la ngana ta fanya atefon fana kibaro memmoyi Paul nyo lakoto ani menu bisilo kan kafo kul menu kitela Gambia utumo le woyo fate.
What did he say to you that he had?
Ay mune fo ko ay memmoyi.
Yeah, he mentioned that Paul and was in the company of some West Africans. They had left Senegal via a boat on their way to connect a ship. But somehow between the ship and before they could get to the ship, they were apprehended by Gambian security forces. And they were killed. And he mentioned that there was a sole survivor. It was that sole survivor that brought back the news. And that I think Nigerian council, I think the council or something in the Gambia High Commission, Nigeria la council or la High Commission to Gambia Jang had interviewed the sole survivor. So he gave me a name of the person that's the counselor.
Ayo councilor to dinna.
But the counselor said I should reach him. He gave me the phone number as well.
Andung our councilor kon nanyanta nyomwela lewo tumolen ayo mari la telephone number dinna.
Do you remember the name of the counselor?
Councilor nyim fo ya hakilo nyi sa to murano le bang.
Yes, I think it was just Mike.
Nimanyina ngame like a fine Mike.
In which Nigerian mission or Nigerian High Commission was he based?
The Gambia.
Akaya be Nigeria la High Commission min toleti. Selo ko Gambia jango tumo bejanne.
This Chris Imana, did he give you anything?
In Chris Imana, for fencer la bang ay mendi la bang.
So that this alleged event occurred?
Ay tendi ko nyin tumiri kan kuma ko nyin mem forata akitale.
He did, sir.
Ayo kele.
What was it that he gave you?
Ay mune dila.
He gave me a newspaper.
Ay kibar kaito le dinna.
Newspaper of which country?
Kibar kaito
Senegal.
Senegal la kibar kaito.
Do you have the copy of the newspaper?
Kibar kaito nyina la copy be bulle bang.
I do, sir.
Bembulle.
Would you produce it to the commission? The newspaper in Senegal would obviously be in French. How were you able to read and understand its contents?
Council ka hanin kabi kibar kaito me alon ko abora Senegal banko kan ni ya jube de membe taraje kuma kan membe taraje be tara safirin France kan wal silan akeno ran nyaade yete akaranno nyaade fa ya faham ko nyin wala be safirin je.
You're right, sir. It's in French, but he did a translation on a separate paper for me.
To nyala be safirin France kan to bara kumo nyin kan sorinte ne kaiti do fanambala.
So there was somebody that was coming from Senegal to Nigeria.
Mola sotonda membe bokan no Senegal kana Nigeria.
Flight. I can't remember the person's name precisely now. So he gave me the person's flight schedule.
O memari kana dum o nyanta na la kluntila men na anil lumme wo bina ayo be fonte yenne bitu nyilta mari tolalde bar wole kayto jinnati.
So I went to the airport.
Ntata kluntila jidula to.
So when the person arrived, he gave me the document, the newspaper, and the transcript in English.
Amari braji ta kuluntila jidula to ay entaraje bitu tumolo ay kibar kayto nyin dinna anin ay kanna soro nyin safe damento angale kawto ayo kayto lu dinna.
Would you produce it to the commission?
For side tandino commission wala bang.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, this is L'Observateur, that is L'Observateur newspaper. It is dated Thursday, 1st September 2005. And the first article on it is coup d'etat, manque ou paranoïa. Yaya Jammeh sous-cogne le Sénégal de complicité. And it directs to page 5. So this is interpreted into English. And inside the newspaper, on page 5, is this article on Yaya Jammeh, les vraies régions de la brouille entre Dakar et Banjul. That is the real reasons for the turmoil between Dakar and Banjul. But there is another article below it. Le bateau poudrière, that is the powder cake ship, and that is what is interpreted. That is what is translated, rather. And I will read out the translation for the commission to hear. It says, for the regime of President Jammeh, the hailing of a ship near Banjul in August 2005 is a short of the Pigs Bay 2. It means to say Bay of Pigs 2. A short of repetition of the famous operation initiated by the Americans in 1962 in order to oust the Cuban President Fidel Castro, and which was a real fiasco. The matter was dealt with by the Gambian and Ghanaian press, but in the whole, our counterparts are completely out of focus in that matter. Ghanaians were luckier in that matter because Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, Ghanaian Minister of Foreign Affairs, had given a press conference after the visit she or he had in the Gambia. So Ghanaian journalists had at least an official version on that matter. It was said that Gambians had hailed the ship in the Gambian territorial waters, and that ship was transporting illegal immigrants, 42 Ghanaians, 10 Nigerians, 2 Senegalese, and 1 lady from Togo. Among the passengers of the ship, 8 had been killed. By who and how? Nobody in the Gambia or Ghana can give an answer to that question. The Ghanaian Minister of Foreign Affairs was more enigmatic. He declared that the 51 members of the crew of the ship were declared missing by the Gambian authorities. The Ghanaian Minister of Foreign Affairs, who did not go back to Accra with his arrested fellow citizens, was trying to be reassuring by declaring that the Gambian authorities had submitted the file to Accra to make investigations on conditions in which 8 of the passengers of the ship were killed on board. According to reliable diplomatic sources, it is thought that Banjul does not believe in the theory of illegal immigrants. For President Jammeh and his cabinet, this is just a military coup d'etat which failed. After Tyre, in brackets Mauritania, the sub-region wished to get rid of the last dictator, and President Jammeh is said to have immediately seen the hand of Senegal in that attempt. So 3 days later, he unilaterally decided to increase the charges for the crossing of the Gambia ferry, written by Aliou Ndiaye. That is the story.
Extraordinary. The Bay of Pigs analogy is interesting, except that those Cuban Americans were armed to the teeth. These migrants had nothing, we were told.
Except a small bag,
And
a few pieces of clothing, and some biscuits.
exactly. And if Jammeh is told that this is a Bay of Pigs analogy, God save the Gambia.
The headlines in the article was it, is this failed military coup or was it paranoia? Merci, Monsieur le Président. Okay, thank you. How did it feel when you received this material?
I cried.
How did your family feel?
La famille lumengere la dimbango kita nyadi le.
It's a trauma. Describe it.
Devastating.
Exactly. It's so painful to hear what happened, coupled with the fact that there was nobody. I mean, the corpse, we couldn't see the corpse. There was denial.
How do you know there was denial?
Because from what I gathered, like from what gathered, the Gambian government was saying there was nothing like that happened.
Kato Gambia mo sekunda be nyufo kanko kuman ke jammen ke
To me, he was fleeting. There was no news, nothing.
Have you heard from him since then?
Biringa bota oro fo ina
21 July 2005. Have you heard from him since then?
No.
2000 July karo til mo anin clean for 2005 and inside
No,
for
I've not heard from him.
ani ma moy kota
I
ke
heard from him via email,
ma moy email
not via phone,
manke telefonoti
not via Yahoo Messenger.
ndo manke Yahoo Messenger ti ma moy no
Blank.
sila
It's been blank.
keta kuderi non tidro.
Legally speaking, at least in Gambia, I would imagine that it would be the same in Nigeria. After 7 years, he would be presumed dead.
mediama ko duwala karola wa jame mediama kan gambe nyame ko be laari nyame gine Nigeria fana be ko be laari nyame wodo kata fo sanji wora wala ko kerin kola wodo mbaaji be dum taba tala ko wodo abantale ata baluri.
Is that the case in Nigeria?
Nigeria fana ko be laari wala nyama ba.
I don't really know the legal status as regards that in Nigeria, but I believe something similar like that should be obtainable.
Malo fanande fo Nigeria fanana luwal belari ngole nyama bari bitu sobita ko membe ko koya fote nyamin wala be kerinje.
After you received this information and after a long period without any news of him, did you make any efforts to find out what might have happened?
Isida fo wati jang alman kibar mo yala ala kuto al sita lila mo yalman fem moyato so inarna wuli le banka jube ka muneketa.
I did, sir.
No kele.
Tell us what you did.
Fanye yamuneke.
Okay, the first thing I did, I tried to speak with the counselor.
Ngam fulo ke ngaka tapurka diamo councilor
So he told me
wala yin fonye ko
to write formally
ngasafero ke
to the Gambian High Commissioner,
ka samba Gambia la High Commissioner
the ambassador, as Nigerian ambassador in Senegal,
Nigeria la ambassador membe Senegal,
and the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria,
ani minister membe Nigeria banko ni bantala banko lu
the Minister of State of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria.
and minister membe banko ku kunya la membe Nigeria ni bantala banko lu tema.
And what were you to state? What did you say in those letters?
I stated that my name, I'm a brother to Paul Enagame.
Paul Enagame koto malamu ntati.
I think I last heard from him on the 21st or thereabout. But I heard that around 22nd or thereabout, they were arrested in the Gambia and killed.
Karoti limuani kilo na labanta mwela baribitu nata yinu ko karoti limuani sabo mafola kata kanda dulo kanyi muta Gambia andu ngamoy ko yefale.
And I've not heard from him since then.
Andu kabiri woto ma akibaro moy kotake mamfe moyate famola.
I also took it further from there.
Na ko tambindi woto lalde.
I was able to secure an appointment with, I think, a director in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at Abuja.
Na kata hanfo nimmo nyomo memmu director ti membe Nigeria na duku bundala membe ni bantala banko lutema membe Abuja.
So I traveled to Abuja.
Ntata utumwele kata Abuja.
I met the person.
Na Maria nyoje.
I think the name is Dr. Opara. I can't remember his name now. Dr. Opara or something like that.
Asikema atum Dr. Opara lti bitun hakilo botal de bara asikema wolem.
So I told him my story. He said, yes, they had something like that. And they are investigating.
After that, did you do anything else about the case?
No, I didn't hear from him again.
But did you rest the issue?
I don't want to say I rest the issue, because at some point I read on the internet, I think one Commonwealth initiative, West Africa initiative or something regarding that case.
ma nta fono la ko ngalandi barkatu wati nata soto nga fen karang Commonwealth la kibar bundala me ya lon ko we fem fole nyin ko nyin na karola.
So when I saw that, I wrote an email again. There was an email address attached to that story. So I think that story also noted that there was an investigation by ECOWAS and a body in the UN or something like that. So that was like an encouragement, you know. I saw that, okay, the people were actually doing something. So I wrote them via email that my brother was a victim of that atrocity, that I'm available at any point. I dropped my mobile number, but I didn't hear from them.
Between the following safety la konte nyim pol men ay bala kumo fokante wala nyim molu mo bije mem mundo mati yo between the following mbijan nin ko kundi ali solata moyla mbijan akaya la email anala telephone number fana lu kije pour miolu li solata la isa kumandi rakaman na fem moy.
What happened after that?
Then after that there was a law. There was no information till sometime like 3 years ago or thereabout. Somebody now brought not even some, I think a friend to my late brother.
Brought
to my attention that there was a press release by a well-known Nigerian human rights activist, Chief Femi Falana, saying
Nigeria la banko kan nyanta fasala to borim babije ikafome Chief Femi Falana me yalon ko we kusafe akotole.
And that in that press release mentioned that some Nigerians were killed in the Gambia around 2005.
And
the Nigerian government identified my brother as one of the victims.
Nigeria man sakundana ta moton bongo kono men fata ko moki mobije me yalon ko teta ole tata ke nte do mati.
So I went to Chief Falana's chamber.
Data Chief Falana la dinkirato.
So he was very happy to see me.
Ase wota bake pour kanteje.
And from there he told me the effort that was being made by himself and some activists even in Ghana and international bodies as well to get justice for those that were killed.
Did he tell you what those efforts were?
Yeah, yes, he mentioned that that in fact he was the one that brought to my attention that the TRRC had been commissioned in the Gambia, and they are reviewing atrocities that had been committed under the Jammeh regime, and that
tonya ye kafulondi Gambia memu alfa kafoti kafume TRRC andu wo kafoni wolle be jube roke kan tilimbalia ko lume yalon ko wolle keta wo jammela wo mansa kunda wuce onyin kono,
and that it's likely that at a point they would hear from us.
Andu wati bina sotonale between ibentel fanala kumo moynale
as in the commission we want to hear our own side of the story.
Did he tell you about any other efforts that he was making?
aya fo ninga bota wala bang e kata ko do men fanam fere kan ninga bota wala bang.
I think he mentioned that at a point they were still looking at some legal they were going to seek legal redress or something, I don't know, but he mentioned something of that nature.
Bera yin fanan foko a ibe ko fanan katakan de pour ka jube be loi la silo lu mel tala bitun la kumo mun ta wala dala ko be ferol ke kan même c'est que loi silo ti police o fanan tamandi.
Did he tell you the forum at which they were going to seek this legal redress?
O aya fo ene bango ben dula jumal do be men kafun la nyome alon ko be nyin kan de maro ke kanin la wolto me alon ko albe be men nyini kan.
Yes, I think he mentioned that most likely ECOWAS Human Rights Commission or something like that.
Namira kumo kuna yin fole men kata ECOWAS la halama ya nyanta bulla lori moti ayo fanan fala kumo kono.
Ido ma nying be kelo abetarlo modul kono melan ko itol ma safe nying kayto.
Do you agree with that?
Isonta wala la ba?
Sorry, Kahinde?
Kahinde.
I do, sir.
Ha nsontale.
So there is just that possibility that your brother Paul might have been one of those killed in Gambia.
Rasikeno idoma Paul abekela molde me alon ko afana betarla mol kono le meli alon ko yefa Gambia banko kanja.
I regret the fact that we cannot produce conclusive evidence of that fact in this hearing.
Ninketanye ni square ko ndo kuma ka onye sabati no la pour ka to nya tili sabati no nyinsi ko kono jam. But
The Commission's investigative work continues.
the commission wala kisi bunda nying abekela ding bulu de me alon ko abeten nale.
We do hope that we would receive some further evidence on this issue.
Be jikiri nyinna ko nyaato sini ndo mandum bina kibaro dol fa sorla nyum ko nyintole.
So that we may be able to establish the full truth about what has happened. And thereby enable family members to find closure over this matter and to heal.
Isaje dimbayal me alon ko ila mol bulata nyi ko nyi kono isaje sondo mol kono isi dinkira nyi je me alon ko ba ko nyi isi sa saba isi munyano anu isa jarano ifaye.
And also to help reconciliation between the peoples of these countries.
Isaje nyi fana nyi banko fulo molu nyi isaje kata kol sitano isaje ye murundi nyokan ye nyina ko lemen kedanu nga tenten na hadama yala.
Kindly tell this commission how the disappearance or the impact of the disappearance of Paul on your family.
Sila nga fo commission e bang ila indoma Paul ala yema onyi warando ala yema onyi na kole ya nyinga yemuna sabu ila alla dimbayal to.
It's been tough.
Akole ya tale.
It's been painful.
Adiminta.
It's been traumatic.
Akata kijate oti.
It's deep.
And akono dinkata.
I can't express it.
Nte afono la ka lankena mamun fankata.
It's to lose your brother in these circumstances. No corpse. The gruesome manner, heinous manner in which they were killed. It's deep. Very, very deep. I can't find words to express it. Yes, it's been 15 years. But I tell you, it's something that I'll live with forever. I just hope that we are able to get a closure so that my family can get a semblance of an idea of what happened to him. So this can actually help.
Urun dimbalu fanalu. Isina long ko men ketala ni long. Isaje sinolu fanal sitano le men sa kende hanfo nsi hakil tan ko soto no akokono.
To heal.
Men si solomonu nyabu.
To heal the wounds.
Ka baramulu kende yandi.
The pain.
Diminu men sotonta.
That we feel as a family.
Ko dimbaya diminu men soto akokono.
Well, we don't know exactly what happened to him. But obviously there is reasonable suspicion to believe that he might have died in the Gambia. In the gruesome circumstances that have been described in this commission. And for all the pain that this story evokes, we offer our condolences and our sincere apologies. And commit ourselves to doing everything possible to ensuring that we get to the bottom of this. And we do hope that by the grace of God, we would have the necessary evidence or information that would enable you to find closure. On that note, I hand over to the commissioners for further questions. And to remind the chair that I have exhibits to put in at the appropriate time.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Kahinde, very much for coming to testify before the Commission.
Chairman, Legal Council Numbara Ayajai. Kahinde Fanan Numbara Ayajai pro Wakilta Kana Sedear or a Commission Yatilimula.
Thank you, sir.
I personally don't have any questions to put to you, but on behalf of the Commission, we all share the pain of the Enamega family, the burden that's been put on you since the disappearance of your brother and the demise possibly of your brother.
Ako atafau manyini nkari soto, yo bidumbari Commission toyala. Hanimbi ibe hakedani la ka ila balafaita ndila itanin dimbaya mumobe nyinku me ya lonko alate kan alate nin dimbaya lukan idoma la koto me ya lonko ketanya minko asata tanyamin.
As Council mentioned, our endeavors to establish the truth of what really has happened during the 22 years of the Jame rule will continue.
Council ya fanyamin mbe katakulu tentendila le meni ya lonko wole nyinti kulu menu keta jammela wo sanjimuwa ni fula mararo kono mbe tentenna le ke jube ke kesemeti ke itame puru nsitonya sahari wo sotonno me ya lonko wole ba itandila kulu men be tamata alaw mararo kono.
We will not relent in this search for the truth.
Nte sayla koma mumeke puru katonya nyini.
And we hope to help them and the families bring some closure to this issue.
Andu mbe jikirin ko mbe naw katakulu aseke mako roti me yalonko asinyin dimbaya lu fanalu mako menu bolota ila moluto fo sinin samo alasi imbe mako fanali sondo mu nyabo soto akonyin kono.
Commissioners, if anyone has got any questions, please indicate. Imam C, you have the floor, please.
Witness Jerejef. Thank you very much, Mr. Witness.
Thank you, sir.
What I'm asking is whether Paul was married before.
No, he wasn't.
Sayuton Wahtububu. He was not married at that time. The second question is, his parents still alive?
No, my dad was alive We lost our mom when we were fairly very young, but my dad died 3 years ago.
My dad died when we were young, but my mother died when we were young, but later on my dad died 3 years back. We are appealing to Allah so that we can have the truth before the end of this commission.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. How is Paul's twin brother or sister taking it? I know it's a big impact on the family, but to lose a twin brother or sister in this manner can be devastating.
Chairman,
how is the twin is a brother or sister taking it?
Chairman Kamenyin Kawala, why Paul Mufulanduleti? Silang, Tonyala Dimbaya Bebe a Kolea Tala, Bari Afulandinho, Wala Fongo Kolea, Fongo Takila Kendeke, Katambi Dimbaya Kono Modulula, saying, Ala Fulandinho, Betembe Jumaleto.
You're correct, sir. It's a devastating news. I mean, when we got the news, initially we were in denial, kind of. We were like, he survived it. We were desperately, we were believing that at some point, we were going to get the news that, okay, he survived it, he was locked up in the jail or prison or something. But after 15 years now, the reality, especially with testimony from Martin, you know, we could put some of the puzzles together. To know what happened to him. So, to answer your question, sir, it's devastating news. Even yesterday we were talking about it. As we speak now, he's also watching live via YouTube.
My condolences and the sympathies to the twin brother.
Thank you, sir.
If you have any closing remarks to make, please go ahead, KEHINDE.
Yes, sir. First of all, I want to thank the team that have been working behind in the background to make sure that this happened, that I'm here today. These are a team of human rights activists that have been working tirelessly. They've been dogged. They've been committed to ensure that the truth is unraveled and the truth comes out. I want to appreciate them.
ndafta na sewo itan
I also want to appreciate the government of the Gambia.
the Gambia man sakunda fana numbara la
I was telling somebody today when I arrived Gambia, I think 2 days ago, I was like, the first thing that came to my mind was, this is where my brother was killed.
bilim futa Gambia tilfula ko
This is where my brother was killed.
hakilo tutalori nyina kayen
This is where my brother was killed.
yen ndo ma fa
They
jande
killed my brother.
ni le ndo ma fa
You know,
bari
but within the next, like 24 hours later, I could see Gambia is not that kind of place. It's serene, a cool place.
bari Gambia jannin tilo be banna tilikilo be banna na taje ko Gambia mu bankuleti me yalon ko amanke wo banku jawti ko nsondo mo fuloto ayamuta nu nyami na taje ko Gambia mu kaira bankuleti.
So he left me with this question: how could this atrocity be committed or be allowed to happen in such a nice, calm country like the Gambia?
Menga ta tun sondo moto ni masi ba jawo mo si sonno nyaadi le ni yeke ni nyom banku kam banko me yalon ko kairo be sabatire ngaketa banku tenkundi wuti dame yalon ko aketa banku sare fananti nyum ku foso se keno janyaadi le.
The answer to that is left for anybody's guess.
Bitu jabiro membe tarla wokunna sila wotuta mo brela miraro fongone bulu.
Then also I want to thank the TRC
Left TRC fana numbara la
profusely
kende kede
for, making it possible for us to appear before the commission
meni akata hanfo nyanyi silo soto kafinti commission nyati nula
and hear from us.
pour isem fana la kumomoy.
I am indeed very grateful.
Ninketanye sewoti jusula
My family is also very grateful.
na dimbaya lumbadi ngulu fanalu sewota kuwala wala nyama.
But like the name of the commission is
Commission woto
Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission.
ko tonya say nyokango
I want to
commission woto
urge members of the commission
lafta ñu fala commission
to ensure
risaje ko
that truth
pour tonya
is uncovered,
isi tonya fintindi
that there is justice,
ko tonya nim tilimu fanansi tama
because
katu
there must be justice.
lual kango nyanta tamala le ning
If there is to be reconciliation,
ni ko say nyokango yekeno
there must be justice.
woto fo tonya etama
Then
wokola
also
fanan
I want to also urge the commission
lafta kanyim fanan fo commission waye
to ensure that the victims
pour risaje ko mantoro boyta melu kan
and families
inila dimbayalu
are adequately compensated
isi bulu masai anyama
for what has happened.
pour menketa
That is what I have to say, sir.
wala mun nakumoti ndemem fonola.
Thank you again very much indeed, Kahinde,
Numbara kende ke kainde
and we will endeavor to fulfill the mandate given to us by the Commission.
mba katalale ya kangoni sembo mendi commission wala mfanalu ba katalale nyabe sio nyama pour ka o kangoni wo sembo tamandi ay law.
The Commission required, the Acting requires the Commission
Loi may yin commission londe ay nyine kanin commission wala kawo
to provide victims an opportunity to come to the Commission and relate in their own way
pro asesino di molu la mantoro boyta mennu kan ini la badi lu pro mosi soto mensina commission to ifanglu la sataro to isafo menketa
the violations and abuses they suffered.
mantoro aninyan tatinyalu mennu boyta ikan pro isiofo.
That's what we are doing, that's what we have done with you, as with the other witnesses as well.
Mbe wole ke kan andu no wole ke te fanaya anun ko ngake sede dun fanali nyami.
And I'm glad to hear that a few hours that you're having in this country, you're discovering that Gambians are not monsters.
Ninketanye sewoti yewati suturu menke Gambia folo to ko membe sondo moko bari fango nata nyinje fo ya foko Gambia manke banku ti dame yalon ko asike masiba banko ti ko do sa jeno nyame.
It's a peaceful country.
Gambia mo kaira banku leti.
a peaceful people,
molu fanalu kayra moyata wala nyama
and very tolerant.
andu ye kutu nyoye ye ku dumuta nyofe
What happened during the 22 years of the Jammeh era
ko men keta sanji muwanni fulo jammela mararo kono
was the hijacking of the state
wakata nyineti meye banko diakuya ta ka sembo la banko kan
and they made it sink to the abyss of a dark age.
anata banko jindi ka bulandi dinka kono dinko me ya lonko adumo le dibita dula beti
The likes of which are very rare in history.
me ya lonko façon man siya hani tariko fango kono
Yes, human cruelty, human viciousness towards each other,
akotonya kanyo jawya ka hadmadul la yo kasaro wo mu kuleti me ya lonko
is probably endemic of the human condition.
obe hadama ya fango kono hadmadul fango kono
But the peaceful people, very tolerant people,
bari molu men ya lonko kayra mol le muti ika kutu nyoye
to hear what we heard during this theme, like other themes of the hearings.
kana moy kolu menu keta nyin ko kono anin ko ko dolu menu fanal keta anyo ku ko tawul kono menu tambita jang
Very, very difficult to understand.
akole ata bake pour hadama dungu yo faham
And I'm sure
andulillah taala ko
that Gambians are, just what I said yesterday, bewildered.
yembele kono ben fokunu wala minti akata gambian ko li teremoleti
Anyway, you have our sympathy, and we share your pain, as I said earlier.
na balafa be andun diminu men alate kan den taw diminu fanan na ko ngafunu nyami
But again, thank you so much, Emma, for coming to testify before the Commission.
bar ko take inumbara bake ishon takana sediaro la commission nyati lingula
Council, you have one or two procedural matters to raise.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I
Please
want
go
to exhibit the documents provided by the witness. The
Witness.
Western Union sent to Paul Enagema, dated 4th March 2003, should be Exhibit 201. The next one dated, Western Union dated 11 February 2004, should be Exhibit 201A. Email dated July 21, 2005, from Paul Enagema to Ken Enagema. To KEHINDE Enagema should be Exhibit 201B, and why the silence email dated August 17, 2005 should be Exhibit 201C. Article, newspaper L'Observateur or LOPS of 1st September 2005 should be Exhibit 201D. And
What date is that again? Is it cut September?
no, 1st September,
Oh.
1st September. And the interpretation should be Exhibit 201E. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You have another witness coming, or is that the end of the day?
No, Mr. Chair, it's 20 minutes past 4 p.m. We would move all other witnesses till tomorrow.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Again,
Chair.
thank you all very much, and we will resume our proceedings tomorrow at 10 o'clock sharp.
Thank you, sir.
John, thank you all very much.
The Gambia may be the smallest country in Africa, but it will host the second largest gathering of world leaders in 2022. To successfully host the OIC Summit and put the Gambia on the global stage, the government of the Gambia set up OIC Gambia to mobilize resources for the implementation of key development and infrastructure projects on a scale never seen before. 20 new roads will be constructed across the country, and the